Hi, my name is Charlie and I'm going to take you along with me to Rapideye and document the process of my film being developed and scanned from my Scotland road trip I took this summer. While you can get your film developed and scanned through a website option and post it in, I'm a local, so I'm just going to go in myself and drop it off in person. Here I have 4 rolls that I took with me to Scotland last week on a road trip with my partner, and I documented it on colour and black and white film. I spoke to Gus at front of house and he took my devs and scans orders, which starts the first process at Rapideye. Once Gus labels the boxes of film, it gets taken downstairs to be developed. Here's Sam, one of the scanners and processors. Here he gets the film ready by taking it into the darkroom, processing colour film, as colour film and black and white film is processed with a different mixture of chemicals. Simon, who's also one of our film processors, processes my black and white film in the same way, but with different chemicals, and places that on the shelf as well. Once developed to negatives, it is then hung to dry in the dryer with weights to straighten the film. Once dry, Sam puts on his gloves to prevent grease from his hands getting onto the film and takes it out, cuts off the clamps and numbers the rolls to match the order. Pops it back in the box and places it on the shelf. All the film is now processed and ready to be scanned. This is where Digi comes downstairs and collects the film for scanning. Digi is one of the scanners and also runs some of the Rapideye workshops. He then loads the computer and numbers the orders on the computer to match the film, puts his gloves on to ensure the film is protected and places the film through the Noritsu scanner, using the air gun to clean off the dust as it goes, ensuring it is a clean scan with no marks. Once scanned in, Digi checks it on the computer to make sure it is clear, centered and rotated the right way. He then downloads the images to the numbered folders and is then transferred to me via email. Now that the scanning is done, the film gets rolled back up into the box where it is put onto the shelf to be cut and sleeved. Here's where Hannon gets the boxes of film and pops them on the lighting desk. Hannon then gets his gloves and scissors and lays out the film so that each frame can be seen, and depending on the size of the film, cuts the appropriate sleeve size. Then this is popped into the envelope that was also the customer's information on, put into the to be fulfilled box, where Gus can let the customers know the negatives are available to collect. At Rapideye, you have 1 month window to collect your negatives before they are thrown out from the time the collection email is sent. Now I have the WeTransferred email to me. After about 3 days, I've decided that I want to have some of my holiday photos printed. This is super easy to do through the Rapideye website. You can edit the photos on your phone if you like, but I also like looking at mine slightly bigger and editing them on my laptop. Here you can see on Capture One that I've edited a few, more so than others, and some I've just left as they were developed. I like some of these results. I used 2 Canon cameras and 2 Panasonic point-and-shoot cameras. The 2 Panasonics were the first time using them because I'd found them in a charity shop a week before, and my other 2 are my 2 Canons that are my go-to at the moment. Here I go into the 3 lines on the top left of my phone, click Order and Book Online, go to Order Prints, select Digital C Type Prints and follow the instructions there. First I upload my images I want to print. I select these from my camera roll. When sending prints, the more you do, the cheaper it is per unit. Then check my upload history to ensure they're all there, go back and choose my paper type, size, border type and crop and add it to my cart. Now they're all uploaded, I need to check that they are rotated the correct way and cropped how I want them, which all can be done on the website. As I also want to print a different size, and it's possible to do this in one order, I select one of the images I want, select a bigger paper size, fill in again all the requirement details and add to order and go to checkout. This is where Rapideye received the order confirmation and it goes and gets taken over by Max. Max then goes onto his computer and prints the order form, collects it from front of house and goes downstairs. Downstairs he goes to the Noritsu digital printer and he loads up a new cartridge. Once this is done, he goes online, checks the files, checks they're all good for printing, the size, finish type and bleed type that he needs, that there are no errors, and then it's ready to print. The Noritsu digital printer works with photographic paper still, but instead of using chemicals And light, it shoots lasers in different colours that then react with the paper and prints, instead of using the darkroom with wet printing technique approach. This style of printing means that the prints of big orders can be done quickly, but still to a great quality and low production cost. And we receive lovely prints of our holidays and memories. Once they're all printed, Max fulfills the order online, boxes it up, and then puts it upstairs to front of house where it's ready to be collected. Then I got an email confirmation to pick up my prints. So I head back to Rapideye at front of house and I collect my prints. Now I have great prints to share with my friends and family and can put up at home. Easy and straightforward. Right from dropping them off to receiving the scans and editing them and sending them all to print from my phone. Effective, cost efficient, and all done at Rapideye.